you know, basically what you have to do is take all the screws off with your tool. You don't have to have the exact tool I have, as long as it, removes the screws, and you can tighten them down pretty well. You can use any Allen wrench. You have 3 of these same screws, so even if you make sure you don't lose them, like I did right now, I dropped them. To take the shaft off that you have on it, there's a couple ways you can do it. Usually I use my nail and a hole on one side, and I push against on the other end to get the C-clip to pop off. You see, I was able just to pop it off real quick, and then take it off. It's right there. Get the one-way clutch, put it down, and then this shaft is the one that you have bent, so all you gotta do is push it out, comes off, get the new one, put it in, make sure it spins freely, goes in nice, not too tight, but it's not too loose either. Make sure it spins freely. Then make sure you put the one-way clutch the same direction you had it before. So if you look at the one-way clutch before you take it off, you have a direction which is left or right. So if you're going left hand, make sure the spins to that direction and the other one doesn't. Otherwise you gotta flip it over and put it the other way. Now once you know which side it is, put it on. Make sure this shaft is coming off high enough so you can put your C-clip on. There's a little space in there. Then you grab your C-clip, put it right on top of the one-way clutch. Once you have it right on top of the one-way clutch, what I do is I make sure that it stays flat, push it in. Once it goes in, it locks in the one-way clutch. Make sure it spins freely. Once you have that in, all you gotta do is put it back on your housing. If it doesn't want to go flush down, it's because you have 3 legs here. I gotta go in this 3 gears. So all you gotta do is make sure you find the spot. Once you find the spot, rotate the hub so you find the 3 little holes. There's 3 holes where the screws go into. Put the screw in there. Grab your tool. Put it back down. Now if you want, just to be safe, you can actually put a Loctite into these little holes. Make sure you don't get it all around it or in the O-ring, because that might damage the seal. So if you're going to do that, make sure you don't spread it all over the place, only on the holes. And once you have all the screws on it, I'm not going to do all of them, I'm just going to show you. Once you have all of them, you put your spool back on without the nameplate on it. It's easier to work in that way. Then you grab the plate that's on the bottom of the nameplate, put it on. It has 3 little spaces that go on the 3 sides of the one-way clutch, and then once it flushes in, you got to find the 2 holes, one on the north side and the south side of the. If you have the handle on the counterweight on north and south, you'll see that the holes are parallel to the counterweight and the handle. Then what you want to do is you have your lever piece. That's what locks in the spool. Put it on the pin that you have there. Make sure it comes up and down easily. It's not tight, it's not too loose. And then once you have it aligned, then you put your nameplate right above it and align the three pieces. Make sure your holes are clear. These little holes, they have to be clear. So the screw goes in all the way down. What you do is, once you hold it with one hand, grab the screw, put it on it, and grab your Phillips screwdriver, screw it down. Don't tighten it down, just put it on nice and loose, and then grab the other screw and put it on. Because if you put it too tight, then the other screw might not go in. Screw it all the way down. Once you have them both, you can tighten it down. Make sure you don't scratch anything with your screwdriver. Now once you put it on, make sure your lever is still moving up and down, easy. nothing stuck on it. Make sure the spool's not coming off when you lever it down. I don't have the spring in yet. Notice I haven't put the spring in yet because it goes afterwards. Then you grab your spring. It's a V shape, so what you want to do is you want to put it on the groove that's in here. Make sure that the lever is down on the locking position. Then you put in your spring above it. Be careful with these tips because they're very, very sharp. So what you want to do is, I usually use something small or something flat to push it in. Very slow. You can do it fast, but just make sure you don't pinch yourself with it because you can bleed. I mean, it can cut you or penetrate your skin really easy. So use always a metal or something plastic to push it in. Once you have it in, you're going to notice that there's a little part that sticks out. This piece right here is part of the spring. It keeps it from coming off the side. Now you see it sticking out a little bit. What I want to do is you want to grab the flat section, pull back on it, and get it inside the hole. I'll show you right now. Use something that fits in the hole, because otherwise it's going to be really complicated. So just grab that flat section, push down on the spring, push down on the spring, and push it under. Once you get it under, take it off, and you have your spring already in there. Make sure the spring is working, that it's not tight, it's not too loose, it's working fine. Just pop it on the screw, take the spool off, put it back on. Once everything's fine, then you're ready to go. That's all it is. That's it.